In the next 4 minutes, we're going to share some data on how to dramatically increase your Twitter engagement. This data is based on a study of over 4 million tweets that we just completed.
And we're going to bust some myths on factors some people think drive Twitter engagement. Hi, I'm Caitlin O'Connell of Stone Temple Consulting.
And I'm Eric Enge, CEO of Stone Temple Consulting.
So Eric, we just completed a Twitter study. Can you tell us a little bit about what that study did?
Yes, we looked at over 4 million tweets, and we broke that down actually into 1.9 million tweets, which were in Western languages, and 1.1 million tweets that were in what we'll call script languages. That means things like Japanese or Hangul or Chinese, things like that. And we looked at this to find out what were the major driving factors for getting engagement in Twitter. So that was things like time of day, character count, including images, hashtags, links, mentions of other people's usernames. And then we also sliced this by the social authority of the people participating. So we had a low authority group, a medium authority, and a high authority group.
So why so many tweets?
Well, it's really important because if you don't have enough data, it's not statistically significant. I mean, if we looked at just one tweet, for example, and we saw that it generated 1 million retweets, you might conclude that every tweet caused 1 million retweets, right? Or would get 1 million retweets. That, of course, doesn't make sense, right? So you really need to have as much data as you can. 1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 tweets is not enough data, in my opinion. Really, the more data you can look at, the more accurate your conclusions will be.
So what's the most important factor for Twitter engagement?
Well, that's easy. It was images by far. We would get 5 to 9 times as many retweets for tweets that had images and 4 to 12 times as many favorites for tweets that had images than tweets that did not have images. You'd be crazy to not include them if you're trying to drive engagement with your tweet.
So what other factors matter?
Well, hashtags actually appeared to have a small impact, as did including links in your tweets. But quite honestly, it was not that big a deal.
What factors did not matter?
Well, this is really interesting because time of day is something that people have talked about for a long time as being important to getting engagement with your tweets. We saw no evidence of that, to be honest with you. We also tested hashtag length. That didn't appear to have a major impact.
So can you give us a summary for a way for us to think about these results?
Yeah, sure. With a study like this, you got to remember that we're looking at aggregated data, and it's really important to consider the content and context of the tweet you're creating. That really should be a large driving factor in how you structure your tweet. So we saw some small positive impact with hashtags and URLs or links in your tweets. You know what? If it doesn't fit the content and context of your tweet, don't put them in. It's just not that big a deal. But if you're trying to drive engagement, you should definitely include images.
Wow, that all sounds really interesting. So thanks for watching our video on our Twitter study.
Yes, thank you.